Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're here right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. All right, so Impact Wrestling Emergence is history. It's in the books. Happened last night. Let's talk about it. This is Impact Wrestling's Emergence. Thoughts and opinions, Shooting Up North. Let's get into it. First and foremost, Josh Alexander versus Alex Shelley was just freaking fantastic. My gosh, what an amazing main event. Two absolute best at what they do, meeting in the ring, and they delivered big time. Josh Alexander losing the headgear early on, but they delivered big time. My goodness, both wrestlers are just so good. Josh Alexander, the Impact Wrestling World Champion, it was the right decision, and I knew this from the beginning, but he's proving that it was the right decision to put the Impact Wrestling World title on him. Every single show, every single match, even on the indies, Josh Alexander just delivers. And this match was out of this world, spectacular, fantastic. Absolutely loved the main event. Absolutely loved the main event. And I hope Josh Alexander has that title for a very, very long time. I know they tease his next opponent might be Eddie Edwards. We will see if that does happen. Second City Slam is tonight. I'm gonna be watching out for some spoilers later on, but my goodness, what a great main event. Josh Alexander, of course, retaining the title, defeating Alex Shelley, but that match was just fantastic, just fantastic. I was waiting to see if somebody might have come out to be the confirm. Maybe Edwards would have come out to confirm that he's the next challenger. But we'll see. We'll see what's next for Josh Alexander. But I hope he has that title for a long, long time. Um, Impact Wrestling made the right decision putting the belt on him. And like I said, he's one of, if not the best wrestler in the world right now. And that's how Impact Wrestling should start marketing Josh Alexander as one of the best wrestlers, if not the best wrestler in the world. Uh, Josh Alexander could go head to head with any of the other champions in any of the promotions, and we're going to have ourselves an absolutely fantastic match. Once again, Josh Alexander, Alex Shelley was just out of this world, spectacular. Highly recommended. Go out of your way to watch this match. Also, the Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Championship was on the line, and this was an excellent match as well. But my favorite part of this match was the ending. We found out who the next challenger for Jordan Grace is, and it's going to be Masha Slamovich. Slamovich and Jordan Grace are going to absolutely have a fantastic feud. I can see them meeting at Victory Road, where there's no clear winner, and then they go on to Bound for Glory and have the blow off match. But this is going to be a fun feud. Slamovich, so talented. They built her up so nicely. Undefeated monster in Impact Wrestling, and now she wants Jordan Grace in the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship. And I'm looking forward to this feud. I am looking forward to this feud. I do think Slamovich is going to win the belt. I'm thinking she's going to win it at Bound for Glory. So I still think we're going to see Jordan Grace and Slamovich at Victory Road again. No clear winner. That's what I'm thinking. No clear winner in that match. And then they have their another match at Bound for Glory, which Slamovich would be victorious. That's how I see it playing out. But Mia Yim, what a talent! What a talent! This match was Grace and Mia Yim, great back and forth action. Thought Yim might have pulled it out once or twice, but in the end, Jordan Grace. I chose Jordan Grace. Actually, I picked Josh Alexander to win. I picked Jordan Grace to win as well. And I did say during my previous show I wouldn't be surprised if Slamovich came out and that prediction came true as well. But I'm looking forward to Grace and Slamovich. Grace, of course, is going to be Slamovich's toughest challenger, and she's the perfect champion for Slamovich to be challenging. So it's going to be just a wonderful, wonderful little feud between Grace and Slamovich. It's something to definitely look forward to. Cannot wait till that feud officially gets underway. Well, it is officially underway, but I can't wait to see them cross paths in the ring. Hopefully at Second City Slam, we'll see some interaction between the two. But nonetheless, get excited, get ready. Jordan Grace, Masha Slamovich. There's going to be an explosion in the ring, so just get ready. Honor No More. Honor No More against the Bullet Club. This was a terrific match as well. I picked it again. I picked Honor No More. Honor No More defeated the Bullet Club. I picked it because if Honor No More lost, they would have to disband, and I don't think they were ready to disband Honor No More. And if they won, they would get a shot at the tag team championship, held by Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers. They're probably going to be leaving Impact Wrestling soon, so. That's why I picked Honor No More. Matt Taven and Mike Bennett will be the challengers. I was reading today that Mike Bennett and Matt Taven will be the challengers for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles. I have no doubt in my mind that they will defeat the Good Brothers for the tag team titles. Match is probably going to happen at Victory Road. I would if it happened at Second City Slam. If it happens at Second City Slam. But I know actually Carl Anderson is supposed to face, I think, Mike Bennett at Second City Slam. So probably not, but probably a Victory Road. Victory Road could be the last time we see the Good Brothers in Impact Wrestling for quite some time or even forever. I'm fully expecting Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, and they deserve it. They're a great tag team. They should really be showcasing them as a tag team a lot more. But I expect him to win the titles, the tag team title. But this was a great. It was a no disqualification 10 man tag team match. It was just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things brought into the ring like garbage cans and chairs and stuff. But it was a great match between both teams, and but Honor No More was the better team on this occasion, and we will be seeing Matt Taven and Mike Bennett challenging the Good Brothers for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championship, probably at Victory Road. Now, Sammy Callahan and Steve Macklin. Now, when they initially started, they initially came on second. And let me get my notes here. They initially came on second. And they started brawling right from the start. And then Callahan throws Steve Macklin through a barricade. They leave the arena, and then the match ended. They said, "Oh," and then Tom Hannafin's like, "All right, well, let's go to a third match, followed by Design against Kushida and Chris Sabin." I'm like, "What the WTF?" I'm like, "What's going on?" Not gonna curse. Not gonna curse. I'm like, "WTF? What's going on here?" I thought that might have been though if they left the arena. I thought there would be a camera on the outside, and the camera would follow them around the arena. If they brawled around the arena, that was the match. That would have been cool because eventually, they're going to make it back to the ring. But that was it. That was it. I thought that was. I didn't think that was very good. I didn't. I didn't care for that at all. To be honest, because I thought that might have been it because it didn't. There was no what's happening, where are they going, let's follow them with the camera. They just went to the back and they disappeared. What Impact Wrestling doesn't have cameras in the back? Suddenly they don't have cameras that could follow them around. So I didn't care for that, but we do know they eventually came back. Moose was doing an interview with Gia Miller, just laying into Gia Miller verbally, which was funny. And then Callahan and Macklin, they appear, and they're brawling. Then Moose joins in, and Moose and Macklin are fighting Callahan. They eventually end out in the arena, and security comes out. And then Scott D'Amore comes out, tells Moose he's banned from ringside, and then he says, "Let's get this match officially started." So it was Callahan and Macklin officially started the match, and this was a freaking war. This was an absolute war. Once it got going, oof, 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 this was a war. One thing that kind of grossed me out, though, and I'm sure everybody noticed it, all the spit and everything all over Sammy Callahan. He has it on his chin and he has it on his nose. It was a little disgusting, a little disgusting to watch. But overall, this match was just Steve Macklin laying into Callahan with the chair. Callahan zip tying Steve Macklin's hands behind his back and hitting him with the pile driver. There was just just an absolute war. I love this war, except for all the spit on Sammy Callahan's face. But I love this war. Steve Macklin and Sammy Callahan. I hope they meet again. I hope they meet again because they're made for each other. They are made for each other in the ring, and I do hope that they do meet again. But I will say, I think the wrong person won this match. I think Steve Macklin should have won. I picked Steve Macklin. This is the first one that I was wrong on that I'm talking about. I picked Steve Macklin to win. Sammy Callahan winning means the feud's over, right? And but Macklin winning means Callahan still. Well, I guess you don't want to say the feud is over. I'm sure Steve Macklin's going to want to get some revenge. But I would have picked. I would have had Steve Macklin win this match. That's just me. But nonetheless, I thought it was a great war, and I think it was a great battle. But the war has just begun, I should say. So I'm looking forward to Callahan and Macklin and Moose involved as well. And is Callahan going to bring in somebody to watch his back, like John Moxley, in case things get a little too hot and heavy with Steve Macklin and Moose, and too much to handle for Callahan. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where this goes. But by a long shot, I don't think this feud is over yet. Bandito and Ray Horus. This match was something special. This match was something special, as expected. Both guys are just so talented in the ring. Lots of high spots in this one. One point, Ray Horus dives over the ring corner to the outside onto Bandito. Horus hits a tilt-a-whirl DDT off the second rope, which was just freaking impressive. Bandito suplex from the second rope. Actually, if you remember, Ray Horus is standing on the outside of the ring, and Bandito's on the second rope, and he lifts him up. He just powers him up and suplexes him from the outside back into the ring. Bandito with a pump knee strike, a frog splash. This was a great match. It was a great showcase match, and I know Ray Horus and Bandito are going to be part of Second Stage Slam, which is great. I hope we see a lot more of Bandito. Bandito actually had a list of Impact wrestlers that he wants to face, so hopefully we're going to see a lot more of Bandito. I personally love Bandito. I personally love this match. Thought it was terrific, and Bandito was victorious in this one. It gave Impact a lucha libre element that they haven't had in a while. Yes, they have Black Taurus. Yes, they have Laredo Kid. But Ray Horus and Bandito was kind of like Pentagon and Ray Phoenix Jr., that kind of element, that kind of talent. So hopefully we're going to see a lot more of them. And like I said, it gave Impact a lucha libre element that they haven't had in quite some time. Great match. They gave it their all, and they delivered 100%. Absolutely love this match. I absolutely love this one. And I was right again. I picked Bandito to win this one. Then we had Violent by Design. I thought it was going to be Joe Doring and Dina, but Joe Doring, unfortunately, looks like he wasn't able to wrestle. It was Eric Young and Dina against Chris Sabin and Kushida. I was wrong on this one because it was initially Dina and Joe Doring. If I knew it was Eric Young and Dina, I would have picked Violent by Design. And Violent by Design was victorious in this one. But this was an excellent match as well. They were evenly matched. It was an evenly matched until Young and Diener had I can't even read my notes right. I was writing quickly. So Young and Dino were actually working really, really well together. Great teamwork by Kushida and Sabin as well. But this had some great back and forth action. These were four pros in the ring, doing what they do best. Four veterans of professional wrestling, and I thought it was a terrific tag team match. Kushida and Chris Sabin really work well together, and but Eric Young hitting the pile driver, Chris Sabin giving his team the win. If I knew it was Eric Young, I would have picked Eric Young and Cody Deaner to win this one. But Violent by Design defeats Chris Sabin and Kushida in this one. And are we going to see Kushida and Eric Young? I don't know. I thought they were kind of leading to that, but I don't think we're going to. I we could be, we might, but I think I don't know. I know Kushida is going to be part of Second City Slam I don't know if there's any plans for Kushida after Second City Slam in Impact Wrestling, but I'd love to see him challenge Mike Bailey for the X Division Championship. Maybe at Bound for Glory, we'll get Mike Bailey against Kushida for the X Division title. I think that would be terrific. And speaking of the X Division Championship, the opening match was actually Speedball Mike Bailey. I'm going in reverse. Sorry. So the last match we're going to talk about was actually the first match of the official show. Um, Mike Bailey, Speedball Mike Bailey, defending the X Division Championship against Jack Evans. I had really high hopes for this one, and unfortunately, I don't think this match lived up to my expectations. I'm sorry. It just seemed like it was an off night for Jack Evans or an off night for Mike Bailey. I don't know. They were maybe there was no chemistry there. Maybe they couldn't maybe they couldn't get their rhythm timing going. There were some nice spots. Mike Bailey hitting dives to the outside in three times in a row, one right after the other. Jack Evans, he's a high flyer. He hit a couple of spots, but it just seemed like something was missing in this one. I don't know. I don't know if anyone shares that feeling, but it seems like something was missing in this one. I I wasn't really a fan. I don't know if Mike Bailey was upset for some reason because it looked like he really hit that Ultima weapon really hard at the end. I mean, Evans' back just like almost collapsed. So I don't know if he was upset at something. Maybe it's just I'm just reading into it too much, but down the stretch it kind of picked up. But overall, I this match it was missing something, and we're gonna leave it at that. It wasn't their best opening. It wasn't the best Mike Bailey match I've ever seen, and it wasn't the best pay-per-view event opening match, Impact Wrestling pay-per-view opening match that I've ever seen. And we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. Okay, so there you go. And I did a preview. I'm sorry, I did a review of the pre-show as well. That's on the channel now. I did so I reviewed that. So Brian Myers defeated Bhupinder Gujjar by pinfall, cheating to win, successfully defending the Impact Wrestling Digital Media Championship. And Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo are the new Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. That match, again, as I said on my review for the pre-show, this match should not have been on the pre-show. They should have done something like a Trey Miguel against a Laredo Kid or something and put that on the pre-show. And this title match should have been on their actual show. But I'm not calling the shots, so we're gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so that's it. That's my Impact Wrestling thoughts and opinions for Emergence 2022. So I'm watching the news very carefully today. Anything breaks, I'll be back. I'll be watching for spoilers on Second City Slam. So just a warning, I will be posting some information, probably some spoilers, but I always give fair warning for Second City Slam, which is happening tonight again at Cicero Stadium in Chicago. But until I'm back, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.